All right, to finish up our models, the only thing left is to really handle these images. And so Python uses something called Pillow, which is a package to help us process and handle images, and that's what we'll use in this project. So what we have to do is install this Pillow package. So we can open up the terminal and stop the server with Control C, and we can pip install Pillow. So we've installed this Pillow package, but there's a few more things we have to do in order to handle these images. So we can go back into our project settings.py and scroll down to the end of the file, and we can just set up some settings here. And so we need to create two constants here. We need media URL and media root. And the media URL we can set to /media/. And for the media root, we need to import OS. So at the top, we can just import OS because we're going to be setting a file path. So we could say media root equals os.path.join base_dir and then media/ like so. And the media root is telling Django where these user uploaded files will be stored in the actual directory. So it's a path to the directory. So that's why we're doing os.path.join base directory. So that will get us into our project. And then inside of a media folder is where we'll store all of the user uploaded files. And then the media URL is the actual site URL where the images will be loaded. So this will be the actual URL that we use like in the template, which will be able to be like www.mysite.com/media/image1. So this would be the actual URL to an image, and this would just be like a path to the directory. So documents, this is just some kind of file xyz.png. So this is like the path to the actual file, and this is where it will be actually on the internet, on the site. And then the final update we need to make for handling these images is in our project urls.py. We need to tell Django when we're running this on our own machine here locally how to serve up these images. And so we have to import a few things. So we'll say from django.conf import settings. So it gives us access to that settings file. And then from django.conf.urls.static import static. And then below our URL patterns, we want to check first if settings.debug. So if debug equals to true, which typically happens when we're developing things locally, then we want to serve these media files ourselves. So we say URL patterns plus equals static settings.media URL document root equals settings.media root. Perfect. So now that's set up for our media files, for our images. Let's go ahead and register those models with our admin. So if we go into our trip app, admin.py, we can import those models. So we can say from.models import trip and note, and then we can register them with the admin here. So we could just say admin.site.register trip, copy this down, and register the note. And again, this is coming from this admin module that gets auto imported at the top. And so we're calling admin.site.register and passing in the model that we want to register. The final thing for our models is to create and make the migrations. So back in our terminal, we can Python manage.py make migrations. And then we can migrate those changes so that they actually affect the database. Python manage.py migrate. Amazing. And here we see that it's applying trip.001 initial, which is that migration we just made above. But we also see, since this is the first time we're making our migrations, we apply all of those initial migrations that come with Django. And so here we see a bunch for auth. And this is where the actual user table is sitting. Perfect. So in the next video, we will create another view to list out our trips, and we'll add some trips via the admin. So I'll see you in the next video.